I'm here to discuss creating random numbers in Excel. Many of you know the equal, rand, left, right parenthesis in Word. It works in a similar fashion in Excel. For example, if I want to test a spreadsheet with formulas, whatever, I say equal RAND, left, right parenthesis. Hit the Enter key. I have that. I pull this down a few rows. And then I pull it to the right. So I've got a whole bunch of numbers. This equal rand left right parenthesis does numbers less than 1. If I say times 100, I get numbers between 0 and 100. And if you look inside here, you can see I've got, if I go into here, it's actually, I'm just going to go over here and I'm just going to add a few decimal points here. It's a lot more decimal points here. You can round the numbers off, but if you're doing things here, we want them to add up correctly. You need to use the round function. Unfortunately, you can't round this actual cell here. You could round it over here. So if I say equal round this number here, I hold down the Control A after the parenthesis. Little shortcut, and then let's say I just want to make them whole numbers. 0. Hit the Enter key, and then I can get rid of the decimal points. But what it is here, if I go over here and I pull this down, and then I pull this over another over here, I've got these numbers here, which is what I want, except I've got this 0.08 in here because it is greater than 0, I should have said. I'm going to show a couple of other functions in a second here. And actually, I will do this right now. I'm going to go over here, equal round. What I can do, I'm going to, rand I said, I'm going to go over here and say, watch this. I'm going to say equal rand between. It's not case sensitive. I'm going to put in the left parenthesis. And let's say I want it between, let's say, 5 and 250. So I got 172 here. I pull this down, pull it over to the right. Oops. Black crosshair. So I've got them as integers now. You know the railroad tracks being too many, it's too narrow. What I want to do now, I want just these actual numbers here. I don't want these here. I highlight these. Copy. Click inside here. Go into Paste. Special. And do you see where it says Values? I click here. I say OK. I can delete this here. And if I don't want those decimal points, just shrink it down. So you've got the whole numbers here. I'm going to display this sheet here. You could take a screen capture of it where I did the rand times 100, the low, and the higher. And I also showed you how to make them actual values. That way, if you have to test a spreadsheet, you have the methodology.